I'm going to create a class. Functions basics. I want some of you to create as like expected. Hi Sanjana, can you help me to create a static function which is of a method name called sample? That is what I want you to do. Means I'm just okay. So we are gonna do this. We're gonna do this.
Okay. Void sample.
Yeah, no, just a second, sorry. No, we will do from here. Okay, first I want you to write a default method. Okay, what is a default method? Means a method which does not have an argument, a method which does not have a return type. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so void sample.
Which line number can I write?
13.
No. Inside a function, you cannot write another function. Okay, main is also a function. Correct? So inside a function, you cannot write another function.
After, yeah, like after the main function.
Correct. In the line number 14.
14.
Yes. Yeah. Can you tell me how?
Yeah. Yeah. Void sample.
Void sample. What? I'll just give. Yeah. Always function should close with this parenthesis and then after that open as flower brace and then close it. This is how method, a default method.
So inside,
yes, tell me.
Yeah. Inside, we can give anything like default method or something.
Correct. Yeah. Default method. I'll give. Yes, correct. So then, hey, thanks, Sanjana. Good.
Thank you.
So next, hey, hi, Shwati. Can you help me? Now, I want to create a method which is of, okay, which accepts an integer argument. Okay, and then the return type should be void.
Void.
Correct. So the return type is void, and then it should have accept an integer argument for me. Can you tell me how?
Yes. Void sample 1.
Okay.
Hello.
Just yeah. Void sample 2. I'll just give. Okay, different thing.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, sample 2. Int A.
Int EA. Super.
Close bracket.
Correct. Close it. Yeah. Scissor.
Sample 2.
Sample 2. Integer method. I'll just print.
Yeah.
Integer argument method. Yeah. Then can I print the value of this EA?
No.
No, we can print.
Okay. How?
Because when we are calling, I am going to pass some value here. So I want to print it.
Yes.
So how?
Space plus A.
Plus A. That's it. Clear? Good. So, hey, thank you. Thanks, Shwati. Hey, hi, Shiriza.
Hello.
Can you help me on this line?
I have a just one thing to add.
Yes, tell me.
Oh, it's got a void return type. Never mind. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So with C. Okay. So C. We'll put.
It accepts an integer and double argument. The return type is double.
Okay, all right. So we're not overloading here. Okay, so then you'll just put accepts an int and double argument. Return type is double, so we'll just put double sample3.
Sample3, awesome.
And then in the brackets, we'll
Yes.
put double A, I guess.
I know. The accepts integer and double. That the first one is integer.
Integer and double. You spelled double
Yeah.
wrong, by the way. So, but
Yeah.
you spelled double wrong or
Okay.
incorrect.
Yeah, sure. Sorry. Tell me.
So then, so you'll put int A,
Int
and
A,
then comma double B,
comma double B.
okay, and then open curly bracket.
Sorry. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was trying to tell you.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, that's not
Okay, so then open curly bracket,
yes.
and then next line, and then we'll just do sysout control space. We can say this will return sample argument. Argument for.
I'll just give like this sample integer and double argument
and then,
method.
Okay, method. Okay, and then after the parentheses, put plus.
Awesome, super.
And then put A.
A.
And then
I need a space. Then after that, I need to print the value of B. So
yeah. So, but then instead of doing that, you'll do plus and then double quotes. Yeah, exactly. And then plus.
And then I need to give a space if I need a space.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, space. Right. And then plus B.
Yes. Awesome. Yes.
And then next line.
Yeah.
You'll do return. Just put any double value. Just put 6.6, I guess.
Yes.
And then yeah, semicolon, and that's it.
That's it. Hey, awesome and good. Superb. So next, Sanjana has a question. Can't we give method name as sample only for everything, as we have different arguments for each of them? Yes, Sanjana, that is possible. Yes, correct. So we can also give same name also. Yes. So what Sanjana is saying is, can we give same name for everything? So this is also a sample one. This is also sample one. Yes, Sanjana, we can give, because based on the arguments, as you said, everything will differ here, even if we give a different name. This concept is called as method overloading. Yes, a good method overloading. Got it? Yes, super. So here alone, I'll just give sample into argument method with double return type. I'll just give. Okay, good. So now next, someone.
Murli, I
Yes.
have one more question.
Yes.
So, like, instead of like printing it like this, like if you want to return the values, can't we just give like any alphabet in the like int A and double B, and can't we just like write here as so some sentence and return B, and from the main function can't we pass the value instead of like it's
sorry, Sanjana, can you just repeat one more time? Sorry, I just missed out something.
Yeah, from the main function, like we can just call the sample one method and pass values for integer and double, and directly call in these methods instead of like printing it separately inside the methods.
Yes.
Question?
Got it. That's also possible, but the problem is what means. So integer A, double B we are having here, right? So in case integer A, so this will be a local variable for this method, correct? This will be a local variable for this method. So the values cannot be taken over here. Otherwise, I need to return the value to that
Yeah.
specific calling method, then I can print it.
Yeah.
But the problem is you can return only one value. I cannot return multiple values.
Oh, we can't return multiple values.
Correct.
Okay.
Only one value I can return. So that's why I'm using here itself.
Okay. Okay. So wherever we have like just one argument, there we can do that. Like otherwise we'll have to print it straight.
It's usually which are the information that we need to do in the main function, we'll do there itself. Okay, only if it is necessary, we will return it, and then after that we will use it. So if you come to Selenium, I want to read a value from the Excel sheet. So why we are reading that is, I just want to know what is the value that is there. Okay, or I want to write some information, something means I will pass. So if I want to return a value, that means what my return type will be, I make it as a string. Getting? Then after that, here I will pass my information, what is my Excel sheet name, and then what is my workbook name, and then in which row number, and then in which column number I need the value. Getting?
Okay.
So usually
Okay.
string read Excel, then after that string I'll give here as actually here I will pass my workbook location, string sheet name, then integer row number, integer column number. Like this I'll have, and then I will return here the value. Okay, so here I'll have, for example, string value is equal to, so this is the place actually what I'm going to read some information I'm going to do. For example, captured value. Right now I'm just writing, but usually we write some code to read the values from the Excel sheet. Okay, then return value. I'll give like this. So what will happen? So right now, if this is my Excel sheet, so in case if this is my Excel sheet, learning Excel, okay, so I'll open this. In this Excel sheet, I need to read the value of this. So that means first my location. So shift right click, you will get actually what, copy as path, copy this. When I'm going to call that, I'll give the information like this. So first I need to create a object for this. obj1 equal to new functions basics. I'll give obj1 dot, then read Excel here. Okay, this method I'm calling. So shift right click, copy as path. So first I need to give my workbook location where it is present. So that is present under this location. I should give it in double backward slash. Then my sheet name. So what is my sheet name here? Designation. That is also as a string. Getting that way, I'm having this workbook location and then the sheet name as a string here.
Yeah.
Designation. Then my row number. So what is my row number here? It will come like this: 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 is my row number. Okay, which is an integer 3. Then my column number is what? 0, 1. Then I'll pass here 1. Getting? Like this, when I pass, this will go and call this method and then pass all these values. With help of these values, this will go and capture me the value from the Excel sheet, that is auto engineer. Getting? That will be
okay. So basically only one value can be returned. That's it.
Correct. Only one value can be returned.
One time.
Correct. This is what in real time you'll be using. Everyone understood, guys? Any questions from anyone? A good
Okay,
suggestion.
so
Yeah. Yes.
the
Sure.
string value order. So you set a string value, and then the return value. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Ah.
So you would leave the string value as an empty string first, or what, to capture it?
That one actually, when we come to read and write from an Excel sheet, that time I will help you. So whatever I'm saying here means we will read the value from an Excel sheet. Okay, then after that we'll store it in a variable and then I will return. Getting? So there are some little bit 5 to 6 lines of code is there which will help you to read and write from the Excel sheet. Okay, so that one very soon actually what we will learn about that. Right now if I say that might confuse you, so that's why I'm not trying to give it right now. So we will learn all those things in the upcoming classes.
I see. Okay.
Okay. Any questions from anyone, guys? Anyone has any questions? Cool. Okay. Now next we will go for the next one. So I'll ask with hey, hi Vijay. Hello. Hey, hi Vijay Bhaskar. You're there? Hello. Hey, hi Vijay Sundar. You're there?
Hi. Yeah.
Hi Vijay. Can you help me on this line number 9? So that E accepts string and string argument. So that means 2 arguments. One is a string, the second one also is a string. Return type should be also a string only.
Yeah. So string sample, whatever it is, like 2 or 3.
So string is a return type string. Then I'll have sample 1 itself, the same name.
Yeah. And here you give string.
Yes, string
A, comma, string B.
String B.
Open curly braces.
Awesome.
System, so that
I'll just print it like this. String and string argument method with string return type I mentioned. Then
so plus A and plus B.
Correct. So we had here plus A plus B. Okay. But still it's throwing an error. Can you tell me why? What is here? Can you just read it? String sample 1, double sample 1, void sample 1. So what is the difference between these things?
So
Void
it should
means
return a string.
correct. Awesome. Super. Return a string value. So I'll just give here as A. So I'll do one thing. I'll do a concatenation. So plus space plus B. So this one, these two I'll make as a variables. Can we do like this? Is it possible?
Yes.
Yes, we can do. Clear? Because finally everything will be treated as a string only. That's the only thing. Got it? Yeah, a good one. Super. So now next, I'll ask someone. Hey, hi Manisha. Hello. Hey, hi Manisha. You there?
Yeah, hi.
Hi Manisha. So now we have to call these methods from the main function. Okay, we have to call all these methods from the main function. So how to do that?
So we need to create an object in the
Yes.
main method.
Superb. So we have created this. Why we have to create an object and then only I can use it? Can you tell me? What type of methods are all these things?
So these are non-static.
Awesome. Non-static means always mandatory I need to create an object.
Object, yeah.
That's fine. If it is static method, I can refer with the help of a
class name.
Class name, yes. So now all are non-static methods, so I have to create an object. So I created the object. So now I need to access every method and capture the return values in a variable and then finally print it. So first actually what? I will call all those methods and capture the values in a variable and finally I will print.
Yeah.
So first method is what?
So it's sample one.
Yeah.
So it will be like samples.
So it's a non-static method. How I can use?
So non-static means with the object name.
So
obj1 dot sample one.
Correct. So sample one. So which is of a?
It's a void return
that
type.
is which does not have any argument.
Yeah.
Yes. So can we capture any values from this?
No.
Yes, because we are not returning anything.
Any value.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Then can you call this?
Yeah. obj1 dot sample one.
Sample one. So which is accepting integer
integer value. Yeah.
Correct. So what I need to do here?
So we can pass any value.
Correct. So can I pass 10?
Yeah.
Yes. Can I pass 10.340?
No, it's an integer value.
Yes, because it's accepting integer argument, so I should pass integer value only.
Yeah.
Correct. Then does it return any value?
No.
No. So I cannot capture anything in a variable. Yes. Yeah. Now the next.
So it's obj1 dot sample one.
Yes.
And the two argument value.
Yes. Which one? Integer
A
double
B.
Yes. So what I need to pass here?
So integer value. Like,
100 I pass.
And the double value and point.
So 30.30.
Yeah.
Correct. Then does it return any value?
Yes, it will.
So what type of value it's returning?
It's a double.
So what in which variable type I should capture it?
It's a double.
Correct. So I need to give
a double. Double.
Yes, double. What is the variable name I can give? Something A or X or anything.
Yeah, anything.
Some variable name I should give.
Yes.
That's it. Yes. Then.
And then we can pass CISO. We can print that value.
We will print the values finally. So now I need to call this method.
Yes.
So for this method, it accepts string
value
and string. So I'll give obj1 dot sample one
and string value A.
String and string. So I will give some values. Hello and world. 2 string values.
Okay.
So does it return any value?
Yes, it's a string value. It will return.
So in which variable type I should capture?
String.
String.
A.
String A is equal to. But it's throwing me an error. Can you tell me why?
So it's concatenating with two value
No.
A and B.
Can you see here?
Oh, it's a duplicate local variable.
So in the line number 16, here also I have A.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Here also.
Okay.
So what's the variable name I can give?
B.
Yes, B. That's it. Clear?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
We have done. Call those methods from main function and capture the return values in a variable. So we have done this. Now I need to print those values.
Yes.
So
CISO. The double value. The return value for the double is.
So we call this method. Then after that we store that values here in this variable. Correct?
Okay, so CISO A,
Yes, correct. Then
CISO, the string value it's B.
yes,
Yeah.
that's it. Clear, right?
Yes.
So right click, run as Java application. So we got it, everything we have printed. So first what's happening? It's actually creating an object. Then after that, we are calling the method. So obj1.read Excel, D learning Excel designation 3. So what will happen now? This will go and call me this method. Okay. Then it's returning a value, but here we are not capturing it. Okay. So the thing is, if I want to capture here, I can just give string x is equal to. Then after that, I can just print here. So X, I'll just give simple. See, it's printing here. Okay, so first what's happening? I'm going to go and call me this read Excel method. So what will happen? This will go and call this read Excel method. Then in the workbook location, sheet name, row number, and then the column number. Everywhere we are passing this information, entire information. Clear, right?
Yes.
So then after that, we are returning the string value to auto engineer. So the value variable, I'm storing auto engineer, then return value. The value is what? Auto engineer, that we are returning, that's stored under X variable.
Yes.
Then after that, obj1.sample1. Now what will happen? This will go and call the sample method, prints me sample default method. This one. obj1.sample1 of 10. That means it's going to pass an integer value. So just for that, sample1 integer method plus a value is 10. Clear? obj1.sample1 100, 30.30. So passes an integer and then double value. So goes and call me this method. Then prints me sample1 integer and double argument method with double return type, and then the value of that is I'm printing the a plus b with a space. So 100, 30.30. Same thing, obj1.sample1 hello world. So hello and then world, two strings. Prints me this sample1 string and string argument method with return type hello space world. Then I'm printing the x value, a value, and then the b value, which other things are captured here. Getting? So auto engineer 6.6 hello world. Anyone has any questions, guys, so far? Everyone understood? Can everyone print in the chat window as yes, if you have understood it? I just want a reply from everyone. So if you have understood, can everyone ping me in the chat windows yes, if you have understood it? Cool, super, good guys.
Yeah, hi Murli, I have one query here.
Yes, Magul.
Here we have used only one method and name as sample1.
Correct.
Yeah, it is method overloading, right?
Sorry.
It is method overloading.
Correct. Yes, it is method overloading.
We can give different name to that method. Then what is the significance of method overloading?
That is, if you give all the method names as different, so that is actually what each and everything is a different unique methods. Okay, so if you give as same method name with different argument, then only that concept is called as method overloading. Okay, if you give with a different name, those are all different types of different methods. Same method name with different arguments is called as the Method overloading.
Yeah, I got it. But what is the significance? Why do you? Why we used method overloading?
Okay, why we need actually what method overloading concept, correct? That's your question,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
So usually, what's the problem from my side? Same type of functionality we will be using, but with some different set of datas.
Okay.
So what I will do means I want a same person to react in a different ways. Okay,
For the same method.
correct. For the same method acts in a different forms. So for that, we need the method overloading concept and then method overriding concept. There are two concepts called method overloading and then method overriding. What does that means? The same person reacting in a different ways. Okay. So
Okay.
you will be when we come to the method overriding concept. So I'll be giving a good example and then an assignment to you, which helps you to understand how a same method works in a different ways.
Okay.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
we will come to the inheritance concept where we will learn method overriding. That time again we will learn about the method overloading concept. So there we will actually talk about actually what a good assignment which will help you to understand in the real time scenario how it is being used.
Okay, Muli. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Mm, yeah, hello.
Hello, yeah, Yashwati.
Yeah, I'm Satya.
Oh
Actually,
yes.
if you don't mind, can you please repeat just like from starting from function basics, you have written right function basic obj1.
I'll do for you one Satya. So it's like just now
Okay,
actually we have completed. I'm gonna take another program. Okay.
okay,
So with
okay.
memory allocation concept, I'm going to explain. So hope that will help you to understand. I think you came in the
Okay.
middle of the session. I hope so, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will actually what take another program and then I'm going to execute. So hope so you will understand in that. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Thank you. So now, what are the things we have seen now? We will execute through help of the memory allocation concept. It's better we take the same program and then execute in memory. That would be best. Yeah, I will execute the same program with memory so that you'll understand it. I'm just moving this braces here. That's it. So that to reduce the space properly. I'll remove this. So why I'm taking these functions again means it's always be safer that actually what if you know this functions, learning other concepts are easier for you because next we are going to talk about the constructors and all those things. So that time you will feel comfortable, you will not face any difficulties. That's why I'm just taking about these functions and variables alone. Little bit time I will take because that's a basic. That's why. So we'll execute this program. So how the memory allocation has been allocated for it. So I'll move little bit these things in order to be easier for me. So when I execute this program, so how the memory allocation will happen, that's what we're gonna see. So first, always when I execute the program, a memory allocation will happen for me. So what is my class name? That is function basics. That's my class name. Clear? Then after that, always when we execute the program, the first memory allocation which will allocate, that is static pool. Static pool is the first memory which will be allocated. Then all the static members will be loaded. So what are the static members we have in this program? Only the main alone. Main is the only one. So main alone gets loaded. Then next, main functions start to execute. Okay, so what I'm doing first, so first for that, a local memory for the main will be created. When the main function starts to execute, a local memory for the main will be created. From where it's been created? From this static pool only. Local memory for main. Okay, then after that, next for me, I am creating first an object, functions basics obj1 equal to new functions basics. That's the thing. Okay, so I'm creating an object here. The object name is obj1. obj1 is the object name. Then next, all the global members, it might be a static or non-static variable or a method, everything will get loaded. So first the main function gets loaded. Then after that, my non-static methods, everything will get loaded for me. Void sample, then void sample integer a, then double sample one integer double b, then string sample one string a string b, then string read Excel sheet information. So all these things will get loaded for me here. So this thing I will just I'll move it to this side so that easy for us to understand. Okay. I'm just moving this along a little bit here so that we will understand it easily. So next, now our program starts to execute here. Okay, then first what I'm doing, string x is equal to obj1 dot read excel, and then I'm passing a string value, and then again a string value, and then an integer value, and then an integer value. So first actually what string x, so it will create me a local variable in the main function. String x is equal to, then after that obj1 dot read excel, and then we are passing this value. So do we have a method called read excel? Yes, we have, which accepts a string, and then an integer, then an integer. That's the thing. So now what will happen? For this method, a memory location will be allocated. So for this, a memory allocation will be done. So for this one, string read Excel. So I'll copy this and put here. For this one. Now what will happen actually right now? Okay. So it's going to create me 4 local variables: string, workbook location, string, sheet name, integer row number, integer column number. These are the 4 things. Okay. So these 4 things, it's going to create me a memory location. String, workbook location, string, sheet name. 4 variables it's going to create for me now. Okay, so let me do this thing properly. We're gonna have for this string.
I have one question.
Yes, Shirisa.
So as far as the order in which memory locations are created, it seems to me that first you created the object and then you declared the string X variable. So wouldn't the object one be created before the string X at the local main?
Correct. The first object is created. Then after that, when I call this method, okay, that time only actually what? The string X is equal to obj1.readXL I'm giving, right? That time only what's happening, it's creating me a local variable in the main function. Then after that, it goes to the object one and then trying to go and then get me read the Excel sheet method. Okay. So now it creates again a memory for this read Excel method. Then after that, that read Excel method is having 4 arguments: string workbook location, string sheet name, int row number, int column number. This 4 memories it's as, correct? 4 memory location will be created. And then what is the value we are passing here for this? First one is D, this one. Okay. So now it will get equal to it will store this value. Getting? Then next string sheet name. So for that it is designation. Designation. Then int row number. So what is the value? That is 3. In column number is equal to, that will be 1. That's it. Okay. So then now what will happen? It will start to execute this method. So what is that? String value equal to auto engineer. Okay. So again, what's happening? I'm creating another variable, string value equal to auto engineer, and another memory location will be created here extra. Then after that, return value. So what is the value here? It goes and search whether a variable called value is present. Yes, we have the value for it is auto engineer. That one will be returned to the place wherever it is called. That will be coming over here to this place. Getting? Then that auto engineer, now it will be stored under the X variable in the main function. Got it? Any questions from anyone from this step, guys? Anyone has any questions? Clear, right, for everyone?
Hi, Murli.
Yeah. Yes. Any question? Yes, Manisha.
Yeah. Actually, when we need to store the value in a variable, then only it creates another memory allocation for that
That is,
value.
if you want to, tell me something.
Yeah, first in OBJ1, so all the static and non-static methods, everything are stored. So when we, what is the purpose of that another memory space? I mean,
So here in the OBJ1, we are storing all the static and the non-static members. It might be a method or it might be a variable, correct?
yes.
Then whenever I'm going to call a method, what will happen? So this method needs another memory to store its own informations. Okay, it's like a local for this local. Okay, so that time what will happen? It creates a memory for that. So for this one, a memory will be created. Then in this, all is information. That is, this also what's happening from this OBJ1 only. Actually, that memory has been created from there only.
Okay.
For this main, actually, sorry, this OBJ1 from the main it has been created. Then from the static pool, this one has been created. Like that, the structured organization will come. Okay, but for everything separately, a memory will be created. Then only it can start working on it.
Oh, okay. Okay,
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Now what's happening right now for me? This execution has been, this method has been executed now for me. Correct?
Yeah.
Once that execution is done, now what will happen? The garbage collector will come and then finally deletes the memory.
Okay.
Okay. Once again, when we call, again a new memory will be created. But right now, the execution is completed, so the memory will be deleted for us.
Yes. Yeah, I got that. Yeah. Thank
Got
you.
it? That's it. Yes. So now next.
Hello, really?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Actually, under the object there are like many strings and double sample you have written, right? Why we are specifically going for the string read Excel?
Because here I have mentioned string x is equal to obj1.readExcel. Okay, so what's the thing right now? When I give obj1.readExcel, it will go and call me this method. So this method has a return type called string. So that means it will return me a string value. That is what this auto engineer. Got it? So that's why here I'm capturing that information as a string variable where the return value is auto engineer, right? That will come for us.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah. Okay.
So might be Satya, for you, you're coming only from today, right? So
yeah.
I will just pass on the previous video. Just go through once alone, so you will get a clear idea on that. Okay, I'll pass it for you today, so you don't need to worry. So you can have a look on that. Okay. Otherwise, actually, I will plan for actually a backup class for you guys. Okay, for the new joiners, actually, what if 2 to 3 members are there? So Gopal and then Satya, Kamal. So in case if you want, or anyone also if you want, let me know. So I'm just going to give them actually what the Saturday and Sunday for them about this variables, and then after that the functions. Okay, so if anyone is interested also, let me know, so that actually what I can forward to you also the meeting invite. You guys also can join for the Saturday and Sunday, tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Okay, guys.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So now, for the next.
Yes, Shariza.
So for you're saying for tomorrow and day after, for the next 2 days, it's like an auxiliary. It's not continuing with our new. It's not new material.
Our regular sessions are Monday to Friday. Okay, so tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, right? So for 2 days, the new joiners actually, or anyone who is interested to learn anything about the variables and then the functions, you can also join. Our regular sessions will be on Monday to Friday.
Oh, I see. So this is information we've already covered. So.
Correct. Which we have already covered. I'm going to take on this leave Saturday and Sunday. If anyone is interested, you can come.
Okay. So since we actually didn't learn anything new today, we kind of went over the homework, right? So are we not going to have any homework?
The assignments what I give you the last week, right? So that actually why I again took this one means because actually some of them again came back with some doubts on this functions. So that's why actually I thought to talk about the memory allocation part about the functions again, so that it will be easy for you guys to cover it. Because once you learn this function, learning the constructor will be easy. Okay, so that's why actually again I took this concept again. Because the more and more you're strong in this actually what basic things, so you will be very much clear on the advanced level.
Okay, I see. Thank you.
Got it? Yeah, cool. So next, so now actually what we have executed this obj1.readXL. Now obj1.sample1. Now what happened? Again goes to the object. Do we have sample1 here? Yes, we have. So for that a memory will be created. So that is void sample1. A memory for that, a local memory for that will be created. So from where it has been created is from here. Now what will happen? My sample method will start to execute sample1. Now it goes here, sample default. Okay, sorry, one more thing. Yeah. So now it comes here, then it prints sample1 default method. That will be printed. This is the first one which will get printed. Okay. Then next comes out of the method. Then the memory is being. Okay, the memory will be deleted. Okay. Okay. Now next comes here obj1.sample1 of 10. So now again comes here obj1. Do we have sample1 of accepting integer argument? So this one. So creates another memory. So what sample1 of integer a. So now what will happen? It creates me a local variable integer a is equal to. So what is my a variable right now? Value that we have passed, that is 10. So 10 will be stored here. 10 will be stored. That's it. Clear? Then next, what will happen right now? It starts to execute this sample1 integer argument method. Then plus a. So what is my a value? It goes to the local memory. Then what is my a value here? It is 10. So the 10 will be printed for me here. Getting? Because we started to execute this one, it creates a memory for that, and then the argument variable will be created here. Then after that, it starts to execute this method, sample1 integer argument method plus a. So always when we refer a variable name alone, goes to their local memory. Do we have a variable? Yes. So the value of it is 10. So the 10 will be printed here. That's it. So this memory is created from here.
I have a question.
Yes, Shiriza.
So my only question is, so when they have the system in that method, sample1 with the argument of integer, when you print line and then that text, right? That sample1 int argument method, Yes, that. So
Yes.
where is that? Isn't that stored somewhere?
No, this one is actually what in this actually what method. Okay, we will execute. When we are executing it, what will happen? These things will be one by one. All the lines will be executed. Okay, these all are present under the sample one method. Okay, it's not storing. It will be execution.
Okay, I see.
Okay, only this methods, variables, objects, those things actually what will create memory. This is actually just printing it over there. Whenever this line comes over, it takes and prints it.
I understand.
Got it? Yeah. So now next comes here. So this will be executed. Now the memory will be deleted by the garbage collector. Now comes to the next one. So double A is equal to obj1.sample1. So first actually what? A memory called double A is printed. Then in that obj1.sample1 100 comma 30.30. So that means accepts an integer value, then a double value. So it goes to the obj1. Do we have any method called sample1 accepts integer and double? Yes, we have. So it creates a local memory for that. Okay, so it creates a memory for this double sample1 integer and double. This is what will be printed. Clear? So here what will happen right now for me? Integer A and then double. These two things will be printed for me. Getting? So now what is the value that we have passed for the A and then B, that will be stored here. So for the A I have passed 100. Then for the B I have passed 30.30. 30.30. That's the thing. Okay, then next it starts to execute. So sample one integer and double argument method with double return type, then plus A plus B. So plus A. So comes to the local memory. What is my A value? That is 100. Then space B. What is my B value? That is 30.30. Okay. Then next what will happen? The method is being executed. Okay. Then it's going to return me 6.6. Then the return value will be stored over there where? In the A variable, which is there here. 6.6. Okay. And then the memory will be deleted by the garbage collector. Understood, guys? Then next, string B equal to, so creates a local variable called string B. Then obj1.sample1 hello comma world. So goes to the obj1, checks for the sample1, which is accepting string under string value. So that is what this one. Now what will happen? It creates a memory for this. Creates a memory for this. So string A and then string B. What is my A value here? So the A value, what I'm passing over here, it is hello. So this one will be hello, and the second value we are passing is world. Okay, the second value passing is world. Okay, these two things. Then after that, it will start to execute this method. So what will happen right now? It will print sample one string and string argument method. It will print with string return type. Everything will be printed in the same line. So for the space constraint, I'm printing like this. That's the only thing. String and with string return type. Then A plus B. So hello. It will print in a single line. Hello, and then world. That's it. With a space, it's going to print. Okay, the double quotes will not come. That's it. Clear? Then after the return A plus B. So what is my A value? It is hello. And then what is my B value? That is world. So A space world. So hello world. That will be captured where? In the B variable. So it will capture hello and then a space and then a world. That's what it's going to print. Okay. Then after that, the execution is done. The garbage collector comes and then deletes the memory. That's it. Clear for everyone? Then string system.println x, a and b will be printed. So now what will happen? Comes to the main function. What is my x value? That is auto engineer. That will be printed. Then next a comes to this main function. Do we have a variable? Yes, that is 6.6. Then system.println b comes to the main function. Hello world. That will be printed. So everything without double quotes only. Any questions for anyone, guys? Then entire main function is executed. Then now what will happen? The garbage collector comes and deletes the main function. Then comes out of the entire program static pool, and then the entire memory allocation will be deleted. When the main function is memory is deleted, this also will get deleted for us. That's some thing. Clear? So anyone has any questions so far, guys? Anyone has any questions? Please ping me in the chat windows yes if everyone has understood this concept. Everyone is clear, right? Ping me as yes if you have understood. Kamal, you have a question? Yes, I will unmute you. Yes, Kamal.
Yes, mostly actually, as you mentioned, like static pool, there is one main method because it is static method. Suppose we have another static method in, let's say, like any other method, like sample2.
Yes.
That will also will be loaded here, right?
Correct. All the static.
Since it is not associated with the objects, then how the memory allocation will be done with for that one?
All the static members, what will happen is will be loaded into the static pool. Static pool is the only memory where it gets loaded first.
Okay.
Getting? It might be a variable or it might be a method. Everything actually what will happen means in the static pool only first it will get loaded. Then after that, whenever we create an object, okay, a copy from there, it will be reflected. That is, it's not going to create a new memory for the static members. Non-static members only, each and every time it will be created into the object. Static members, what will happen means always from there the same information will be carried forward, not a new memory, only from there the reflection will be taken. Hello, yes, sorry, suddenly my net got disconnected. Kamal?
It's okay. Yeah, Murli.
So what I'm trying to say means static members will be having only one memory which will be created into the static pool.
Okay. So how the execution of the its local variable will be done? Suppose I have one method called sample2 which accept two arguments, and those two local variables, suppose integer a and integer b. So how this will be done? Like same way, the way it's being done for other objects, other methods.
An integer a, integer b. It's a static or a non-static member?
It is. Those are two local variables inside the static method. Arguments,
okay.
Basically.
So it's a local variable for that static method. Because I told you for every method when you start to execute, it's going to create me one's memory, correct?
Yeah.
So in that memory, that will be a local variable. Okay. Static members or non-static members always will be written outside the functions. Getting? It will be written outside the function. Any variable which has been declared inside any function, that will be a local variable for that function. Getting?
Okay.
That's the thing.
So say for example, like in main I have sample in bracket integer a except only one argument. Okay. So here what you have done, like local memory for main. Okay. LM for main. So that x value with the a value basically inside the sample2 or method, the a arguments, that for that a argument it will create a separate what do you call local
variable
space.
Correct.
Right?
A local variable
Local
inside
space,
the main
right?
function.
Okay, inside the main function. Okay, inside the static pool only.
No, inside the main function. Main function.
Okay, inside the main function. Okay.
Yeah. Static pool only one memory, which is the main. Okay.
Okay. So you mean to say all the static variable whichever we have, it will be inside the main only?
No, you're confused.
I'm just getting confused.
No, that's what actually, that's why for you guys, I'm asking you to come for tomorrow and day after tomorrow session, because you have not came for the variables and then the functions when I talk about these memory location, right? So you guys come for those classes, then you will understand. Okay, right now there in the variable concept I have mentioned for everyone how the static pool members memory location will be loaded, non-static members will be loaded. All those things I have explained there. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna take it on this Saturday and Sunday. You come for that so that you will not be having any doubts. Okay, because if I explain these things, so whatever things I have thought right now, everyone will get confused. Okay, I just don't want to do that part. So that's why you can come for tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Otherwise, I already sent you 2 videos regarding that variables and functions, right? If you look on that, there also I mentioned about that how the memories of static.
It was like last time, right? Last class video.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Anyone has any questions for this program, guys? Anyone has any questions on this? Cool. So it'll be good actually. Just now itself actually, if you can, anyone needs to come for Saturday or Sunday session. Can you just forward me your mail ID once in the chat window? So if anyone wanna come, just ping me your mail ID in my chat window, so that actually I will send you the meeting invite. So right now for Gopal, Kamal, and then after that Satya will come. So anyone else need to come? Cool. In the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, Shriza.
Oh, I just have one question. It's unrelated to this, but so I only started with the Selenium portion of this course, not the manual. So are we actually going to be working on a project? And once we learn while we're learning the skills,
So
like
it's
we
like
would.
when we come to a framework, so there we will talk about take up just give me a minute.
Hello?
Sure, just a minute, just a second, just give me a minute.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, sorry, Sisha. Okay, so the thing is, when we come to the framework, I'll take actually what two projects. So for JUnit, actually what at the time one project I'll take, and then I'll automate some scenarios on that. Same thing for when we come to the TestNG, we'll take WordPress a project. So with that, we'll try to automate some scenarios on that. That's what we will be doing.
Okay, so you'll demo us, but are you going to give us assignments where we actually go in and test an application like we would in real time?
Those all entirely come to the framework level, and then going for those things will come in the advanced session. So right now is the basic sessions over there. So which we are going to talk about the usage of Java, Selenium, and then frameworks part and all the things. So advanced Selenium, actually, if you go, we talk only about projects and then the framework part, and then database testing with that automation. Okay, grid concepts, all those things actually what they we used to complete, because right now here actually what we are limited to the time, right? So according to that, the basic level, how to give us heads up. So that's what we're
Okay.
gonna cover.
So I'm saying it'll be all. I mean, I understand this is the basic part of the course in the beginning sessions, but will this course cover that, or is that a separate course? The
Advanced reading we don't cover here. So we cover actually what the basics, but actually what here also we take two projects and then we automate 4 to 5 scenarios. That's
so we do. So will we develop the skills to in order after we finish this course, whether it's in a month and a half, 2 months, however long this course will be, then will we have the skills to start applying for jobs?
Yes, for sure. That level you will come for sure. What I'm trying to say is, due to the time constraint, we will not entirely concentrate on automating different scenarios on all in a project. So it's like we will try to automate some scenarios, but not that entirely we will be focusing on the project and then developing all kinds of scenarios. That's what I see.
But enough to where we can have the skills to get work, right?
Yes, that you will get it.
Okay. That's all. Okay, thank you so much. So I'll see you on Sunday, or actually, Monday morning for India time, right?
Sure. Yes, Shilza. Yeah, good.
Okay, take care.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.